I just kicked my husband out of the kitchen for this. I'm going to show you guys how I can melt down my tins, because you see all those little tins have lots of product left in them, but they're all kind of pushed to the sides because I've used them. I have a couple of contours and a couple highlights. So I put the heat on low on the stove and I put my tins in a pan. And I'm just going to wait for the product to melt. Okay, and while we're waiting for it to melt, I want to caution you, do not melt any tins that have gloss or shimmer in them. So that would apply to some of the lip and cheek colors and any illuminator. And then obviously you don't want to melt powder. That's not how powder works. But any cream that has shimmer or is glossy should not be melted, because when you melt it, basically the ingredients separate. The shimmer and the gloss separate from the rest of the mixture. And it sinks to the bottom of your tin. So your illuminator will no longer have what makes it illumine if you do that. So you could, if you accidentally do that sometime, you could totally reheat it and just stir continuously until it's dried back up again, so that the shimmer's stirred back in. But that just is a lot of work. So just don't do it. Don't do it in the first place. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. We're gonna take this guy, yeah, and see, come up with all sorts of crud. Using makeup, and look what I did. I just created a new color. Oopsies. Anyway, when you're using makeup and you're using brushes and they're touching your face and going back into the makeup, of course it's going to leave debris in there. So that's why I like to just clean it out like this. You can leave it in there, no big deal. It'll come out at some point, but I just like to use this opportunity to clean up my nice little tins. The other thing I would caution against is not counting this as a words. This is not considered a sanitizing technique, because okay, so we have that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy are all done. This is not a hot enough heat for it to sanitize that, so I would just say don't consider this to be sanitary. So if your makeup ever feels like it's too hard in the tin to get out, then just apply a little bit of heat to it, because it is cream. So just take a hairdryer or something and run that hairdryer on low heat over the top of your makeup compact real briefly. Oh no, tin down. Ah, you guys, I'm falling apart quickly. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna call it quits. I think that's good. Anyway, ta-da! There are my melted down tins. So I'm gonna remove it from the heat, let it, look at all that nastiness. Let it dry or cool, and then not dry. And then they'll be good to go. So don't touch them right from here, and don't put them back in your compact right from here. Just let them dry on a flat surface. Make sure all these are really flat. And then you can go in, like I'll need to clean up the bottoms of them, obviously, after I'm done. But yeah, there you go. Now they are good to go, good as new, sort of, and they're easier to put your brush in now. All right.